already we started the rotational dynamics. In that rotational dynamics, we completed the numericals and the MCQ from the syllabus. Now we started the MCQ out of the syllabus. In that some MCQ we completed. Let me move toward the next MCQ. First I will read the options are given here, and then we will solve one by one and we will reach at the correct option. See that a body of a mass 1 kg tied to one end of a string is revolved in a horizontal circle of radius 0.1 meter with a speed of 10 revolutions per second. Assuming the effect of gravity is negligible, the linear velocity, acceleration and the tension will be, the options are given here, 1.88 meter per second. First value is for linear velocity, second value is for acceleration, and last one is for the tension. 35.5 meter per second square, 35.5 Newton. So rest all values are there. I am not going to read. You can see in that video. We have to find out the linear velocity, acceleration and tension. We will start to solve that. Whatever given, that we will write first. In that given, what is there? See there, the mass of the body of mass 1 kg, and this given here, it is 1 kg. Okay, next is there, tied to one end of a string. It will revolve in a horizontal circle. That means here we are getting a horizontal circle. See here one end of that mass is tied to the string, and other end holding in our hand. We are going to move that body in a horizontal circle. So here we can say the object is present here, and it is going to rotate in a horizontal circle. So M is given as 1 kg. See that. Next one is the radius. That means we can say the length of that string. At the one end of that string, the mass is tied, and other end it is revolving in horizontal circle. R is nothing but 0.1 meter. Next one is the N is given as the frequency. It is given in revolutions per second. N is frequency 3 revolutions per second. Now here we have to neglect the effect of a G. That means acceleration due to gravity is negligible. That means that effect we have to neglect. Now what to find? Here let me write here. To find out V, linear velocity. Next is the acceleration and tension. Here the particle is revolving in a horizontal circle. That means here we are getting the centripetal acceleration is present. That centripetal acceleration is toward the center along the radius vector. We know all the formulas. Let me start to solve. V, linear velocity is nothing but R into omega. So the value of R is 0.1. Here we have to find out omega. It is nothing but 2 pi n. N is given us how much it is? 3 revolutions per second. So it will become, see there, 0.1 into 2 into 3.14 into 3. So finally we will get here 0.6 into 3.14. Simple mathematical calculation is here. 4 is there. It is 8. Then 3 decimal points are there. So here 1.884. So it is a velocity. So as per the unit, it will come in meter per second. So first we found the linear velocity. Next we have to find out acceleration. How we are getting acceleration? Here we know omega square into R. Now see here, in some places simple mathematical calculation is there, so you can solve as it is. But somewhere the bigger numbers are present there. At that time you have to use log table. Here I am putting all values, but I am writing the direct answer. It is not easy to take log table and solve this. So when you are going to solve the examples, big numbers are present there. That time compulsory please use the log tables. Here acceleration is nothing but it is omega square into R. By putting that value, here we will get what is the value of omega. Here we know omega is equal to 2 pi n. So it will be the value of frequency is 3. So it is 6 pi. We have to put that value here. 6 pi here. That 6 pi bracket value of r. R is nothing but it is 0.1. So here 36 into 3.14 into decimal points is necessary right there, 3.14 into 0.1. By solving all this, see here I am going to write the direct answer, but for students it is compulsory you have to write, use the log table. That answer is nothing but 35.5. Here acceleration is there, meter per second square. Okay, so this is the value of that centripetal acceleration. Now we have to find out the tension. See there how we are getting tension, that means the force when a particle is revolving in a horizontal circle. That time the necessary centripetal force is present. It should be there, we know, but here the object is revolving in a horizontal circle. But here we want that tension. That tension is due to the force. That means the necessary centripetal force for the body which is revolving in a horizontal circle is replaced by tension. So here we know F is equal to m into A. So here instead of that centripetal force we can take here tension. Tension is nothing but m into A. But here the object is revolving in a circular motion. So here the acceleration is radial acceleration, otherwise it is a centripetal acceleration. That acceleration is toward the center of the circle along the radius. So here already we found the value of that acceleration. It is nothing but 35. This value is 35.5. And we have the value of that mass. It is 1. So 1 into 1 is the value of mass of object. And second one, this is the second value, is the value of that centripetal acceleration. So here we will get 35.5. Here the SI unit will become Newton. So here at the beginning when we started to solve that example, already all are in that SI unit. So there is no requirement to convert them. But when you are going to solve any unit is in CGS and any is in SI, that time you have to pay attention and make the proper conversion. Then you will reach up to the correct answer. Let me check our answers here. 1.88 meter per second linear velocity. Second one 35.5 meter second square, and last one 35.5 Newton. So we are getting our first option. So very easy example. Let me move toward the next example. Already written here. See here, a motorcycle is going on an overbridge of the radius r. The driver maintains constant speed as the motorcycle is ascending on the overbridge. Normal reaction will be, options are increases, decreases, remains constant, and last one there fluctuates. Fluctuates means sometimes it is going to increase and sometimes it is going to decrease. It is not continuously increase, not continuously decrease, not remains constant. Sometimes it is increasing and sometimes it is decreasing. Already we completed rotational dynamics. In that rotational dynamics we learn more Points-Vega, sub-Points-Vega. In that one was the vertical circular motion. We know in that vertical circular motion, what happened in that vertical circular motion? Just I am drawing the half part of that vertical circular motion. In that tension and velocity changes as per the position of the particle. Which particle is revolving in a vertical circular motion? Vertical circular motion is one of the circular motion. In that vertical circular motion, speed not remains constant, so it is the one of the example of a non-Euclidean. In non-Euclidean, the particle is revolving along the circumference of circle, but speed is variable. So in that we learn one application was there. Application of vertical circular motion. If you remember, in that application, the vehicle is present in that the vehicle is present at the topmost position. See there, what was that application? The vehicle along the convex overbridge. The vehicle is present at the topmost position, and in that case, which are the forces acting on that? It is a normal reaction. Second one is an mg. Normal reaction is vertically upward direction, and here mg is vertically downward direction. At the rest, it is present at the top, and from top it starts to move. As its speed from that vehicle. First is their normal reaction in upward direction. Second one is their weight mg in downward direction. Also here it is revolving with the speed v. As the v increases, that time that n is going to decreases. N is a simple point of contact in between the tires and the road surface. Now as per our given condition, where is our vehicle? See there, our vehicle is not present at the topmost position. Our vehicle is here ascending. That means it is start from bottom to the up. This way it is going up. So this is a normal. Here we are drawing that. Here we will get R, small r we will take. R is the radius of that curve bridge here given to us. Motorcycle is going on a overbridge. Okay. Here that vehicle is present here. Let me consider here vehicle is present here. Okay. Here it is a normal reaction. The forces which are acting on that vehicle such way. Here we are getting the weight mg. The weight mg is resolved into two components. First is in this direction mg cos theta. Second one is here mg sin theta. Okay. Here we are getting the theta. See there. This is not here. Here we will get r. R is the radius of that circular path along which it is going to travel. Here what happened? From this way it is going to on that bridge ascending order. That means from bottom it is traveling towards the topmost position. And in that application the vehicle was already present on the top, and from the top it was going down. That means descending order was there. But here ascending order, from the bottom it is going to top. Now in this situation we have to find out in such a way the vehicle is going in ascending order towards the convex bridge, overbridge. That time what will happen? What will happen with the normal reaction? Is the normal reaction increases? Is it decreases? It remains constant. Otherwise it fluctuates. It is going to change maximum minimum. But I think it is not possible here. Already we learned when it was present here. That time the speed is increases and normal reaction decreases. Now we will see here the forces. In some places for normal reaction we can take capital N, otherwise capital R, no any doubt. Here on that vehicle two forces are there. That two forces are normal reaction R, vertically upward direction. Second one is there mg cos theta. It is a component of that mg. This component mg cos theta is vertically downward direction. And here is a theta. Now here that they both are balancing the necessary centripetal force. So because of that force it is easy to that vehicle travel around that total bridge. Here also we are getting the circular motion is there. So let me write necessary centripetal force mv square upon r. That force how we are getting, there is a combination of two forces which are the mg cos theta minus r. Now here what is r? They both are in opposite direction. It is a vertically upward direction, it is vertically downward direction. So their signs are different. If we want to find r, what we will get? Therefore, r is equal to mg cos theta minus mv square upon r. Now here what happens? Theta, you can see the theta as the vehicle is going, as it started to travel, when it will reach here, when it will close to that vertical line, that time theta is decreases here. See there, when it will come here, we are getting such a weight theta. When it will come here, the theta is decreases. That means theta decreases. Here what happened? Then cos theta, we are getting an equation. Cos theta increases, and finally r is going to increase. See here, such way. See here, this is our second number option is our, second number MCQ is our. In that we completed as the motorcycle is going on an overbridge of radius r. The driver maintains the constant speed as the motorcycle is ascending over the bridge. That time we are getting theta decreases. When it is going to reach at that point, theta decreases. increases and then R is increases. So we are getting the second option. Let me move toward the next MCQ. Next MCQ is that a spring breaks if its tension exceeds 10 Newton. A stone of mass 250 gram tied to the string of a length 10 centimeter is rotated in a horizontal circle. The maximum angular velocity of rotation can be, first option is that 20 radian per second, second 40 radian per second, third one 100 radian per second, and fourth one 200 radian per second. Let me write the given. As per the given information, we will draw the diagram also. What is the given here? Tension T is 10 Newton. See there, the spring breaks if its tension. That means if tension is exceeds, it is going to increases up to 10 Newton. That time the spring is going to break. And already the spring, its one end is tied to the stone and it is rotating in a horizontal circle. Here we are getting the horizontal circle is present here. So in that, here that stone is present here. In that way, the tension is exceed 10 Newton. That time the string is going to break. Okay. Next is there. Here the mass is given that mass is equal to 250 gram. Given information, let me write the first. Tied to the string of a length. Length means its radius. It is the length of that string. R is equal to, it is 10 centimeter. Okay. Rotate in a horizontal circular. Here the information is given us. Here I am writing down side. T is equal to 10 Newton. Here one string is there. At the one end of string, the stone is tied there. So when we are increasing the tension exceeds up to 10 Newton, that time the string is going to break. Here the weight of mass of that stone is there 250 gram. Here we have to convert it in kilograms. So here 250 divided by 1000. So it will become 0.25 kg. You can make simply that 250 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 3. No problem here. Radius also we have to convert. So that radius is equal to 10 centimeter. Here we have to convert it into meter. 10 into 10 raised to minus 2. So here it is 0.1 meter. So all conversions of that units we did. Some quantities are present in CGS, some SI. We make sure they should be in same system. Maybe in CGS, maybe in SI. As per the given answer, we have to check. So it is converted. Now what to find here? To find. Here we have to find out the angular velocity of rotation. Here we know here a circular motion is present in a horizontal plane. That means the necessary centripetal force is due to the tension. So here we know formula. Which formula we are going to use? Here T is equal to m omega square into r. This is our formula for centripetal force. We written in the format of the angular speed because here we have to find the angular speed. So by putting all these values here, T is equal to, again I am writing the formula. Let me write solution. T is equal to m omega square into r. Which values are with us? That we will write first. 10 value of m is there. 0.25 into omega square into 0.1. Here we want to find the omega square. Omega square is equal to 10 divided by 0.25 multiple 0.1. We can bring in them in the order of the things multiple. So 10 divided by 25 into 10 raised to minus 2. Here decimal point there 2 and this is 1. This is 0.25 multiple 0.1. So we are making it easy. When that 10 raised to minus 3, it will come in the place of numerator, it will become plus. So here 10 into that 3 divided by 25. By solving that, here we will get 4. 25 4s are 100. So therefore, omega square is equal to 400. Therefore, omega is takes a round turn of a radius 50 meter with a velocity of 36 km per hour. The centripetal force is, the options are 250 Newton, 750 Newton, 1000 Newton and 1200 Newton. See, as per the given information, simple concept is there. The car is taking a round. It takes a turn in that round. So here, whatever important things, let me write first given. More examples and theoretical part we learn. I hope you understood that clearly. So it is very easy MCQ. So here, whatever given first is there. M is given first. Sorry, M 500 kg. It is already in yes side. Second R is the radius of that circular round. Here it is taking a round. Next R is there 50 meter with the velocity. Now velocity is given in kilometer per hour. What is how much it is? 36 kilometer per hour. Here we have to convert that velocity in meter per second. So the conversion we know 36 into 5 divided by 18. Then we are doing that conversion. That time we will get meter per second. So easy it is by simple mathematical calculation 10 meter per second. Otherwise you can do this one thing also, that 36 multiplied by 1000 kilometer meter and here 60 into 60. We have to convert the hours in minute and again minutes in second. So easy way. Here we are getting the value of V. V is nothing but it is 10 meter per. V is nothing but 10 meter per second. Now we are getting the value of V. Here we have to find out the centripetal force. We know centripetal force is equal to mv square upon r. Here, when any object is revolving in a circular motion, the creation of that circular motion, the initial velocity and force should be act on it by putting all this value here. What is mass? It is 500 into velocity is 10 into 10. The square is and divided by here. The value of r is here 50. So here simple mathematical calculation is there. Here we have to find out the centripetal force. Simple. 51 are 50, 52 are 500. So here the necessary centripetal force is there 1000 Newton. Very simple it is. Here we are getting the third number option. Let me move toward the next one. One is left from that lecture. It is also very easy, similar to that. Only here we have to find the formula. A particle of a mass m moves with a constant speed along a circular path of a radius r under the moves with a constant speed v. V is left here. A particle of a mass m moves with a constant speed v along a circular path of radius r under the action of force F. Very simple is there. Just now here, no any substitution is there, nothing is there, only they are asking the rearrangement in between the force. Here we know F is equal to mv square upon r. What is the m? M is the mass of that particle. That particle moves with a constant speed v. We know as the position changes, the velocity going to changes. Here speed along a circular path of radius r. In that speed not changes. The direction of speed is going to change, magnitude remains constant. So here partly it moves, circular path, constant speed is there. So it is one of the example of a UCM. In that UCM speed remains constant. Next is that under the action of a force F, only we have to find out the speed along the circular path of the radius r under the action of a force. So simple calculation is there. F is the force, centripetal force, necessary centripetal force. M is the mass of that particle. The particle is going to revolve in that circular path if the circular motion is there, so that the necessary centripetal force is present there. And in that case, the V is constant. That means we can say it is nothing but the example of a UCM. In UCM, the particle revolves along the circumference of the circle with a constant speed. Again, I am repeating that theoretical part already you learned. Just for solving the example, I am repeating as per the each and every MCQ. Very simple, we have to find out the value of V. V square is equal to F into R option, it is our first number option. So such easy examples are there. In this lecture we completed that example. Okay. In next lecture we will going to solve next MCQ.